Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. Okay, it's time for another weekly check-in. Here we go. How much have I spent? Oh my goodness. Not all of it's on here. A lot of it's spent out of the buffer and I take that out of my paycheck and I'll show you that in just a minute. My next paycheck to paycheck video will go up after Christmas because my husband gets paid on Christmas. He'll probably get paid a couple days before Christmas because of payroll, but he will get paid around this time, and then I will do my paycheck to paycheck budget, the end of the month wrap up and all that stuff at the end of the month. Every month at the end of the month is my busiest time for uploading videos for budgeting because that's just how the numbers fall, and time and dates and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's what that is about. But we are going to check in from the 11th through the 17th, which is today, and the day's not over with, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do any more spending today. I did most of my shopping this morning. I have not pre-done this in advance. I tried to do that, but I don't always. And yeah, so hopefully the numbers turn out okay. We will have to wait and see. Let me get my little sticky notepad here and that I use and kind of wipe off the goo from the previous sticky and zoom you guys in so that you can see what I can see on what I spent, which is a lot of money. But it's Christmas, it's that time. So yes, we spend money. So here we go. I'm going to zoom you in. I'll be right back. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through all these transactions and we're going to look for these different categories. I highlight them with a highlighter. I have grocery, household in pink, and I just highlight the little white boxes in the corner of the expense sticker. I have restaurants in blue, miscellaneous in green, and gasoline in purple. There is one gasoline that isn't gasoline, but I put it under that category because I got my oil changed and it had plenty of money in that spending category. And I'm like, I'm just going to take the money out of there. That's the cool thing with the budget. You can change it up anytime you want. You can, if you need money from another category, just put the transaction there. Even if it doesn't make sense, just make a note why you did it. And that way, when you go to reconcile everything, you know what you did and why you did it. So here we go. I'm looking. Okay. So on these 2 days, I do not have any grocery spending. So I'm going to slide. I'm going to move some of my pens over here in the corner that you cannot see. Slide my notebook and you're going to see a few transactions over here. So the first transaction we have for grocery household, and I'm going to put GH here to do that, move this up a little bit, is Dollar General for $15.17. And I know I got stuff there that I normally get out of grocery household, but I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. But that's okay. I have a Food Lion for $44 or $48, excuse me, and 44 cents, and then Walmart pickup for $66.73. Now, what happened was I don't get substitutions when I do a Walmart pickup. They either have it or they don't, even if they have something to substitute with it. What I tend to do is go, and what I have been doing, there's a Food Line near me that there's never a lot of people in there, so I feel safe going in. And though Walmart has the better price, I'm willing to get it at Food Line if Walmart doesn't have it. And I'll go in, grab what I need. And then I realized with my grocery pickup, there was a few items I forgot to add to the list. And so I just picked it up at Food Line. So instead of the 3 items that were missing in the Walmart grocery pickup, I got like 10 or 12 items. And there's always certain things that I get at Food Line that Walmart doesn't carry at all. And it's a specific juice that my son loves. So there's that. And then today I bought some birthday supplies and things, wrapping paper, which I put under household with grocery household. I wanted some candles and I didn't find the candles I wanted. I like getting the numbers, like the number 2, because my son's turning 22, so I don't have to put 22 candles on the cake. 63. And so I got all that here and some Christmas cards, specific ones and birthday card. And here is whatever they didn't have at this Walmart. I went to another Walmart today. So I had to go to 2 different Walmarts. One was a big one and one was just a grocery market, and get everything I need. And I think my husband said I'd like to have like creamer or something as well. And I was already left one store and heading to another. So that was that. So let's total this up and see if this calculator, my husband found it out in the garage, and I used to use it all the time before I started videos. I might like this one better than the other one I used, so that's kind of cool. 1517 plus 4844. I do like it better. 6673 1637 and 2963. I don't know if it's because it's bigger and the other one, the buttons are so close, I end up, you know, mashing the wrong button every time. I have to start all over. But I spent $176.34 this past week. It sounds about like right, so we'll see. And then something I always forget to do, but I'm going to go ahead and do it now. Check off all the little pink dots that I counted for. There we go. So next is restaurants, and I have, let's see, Papa John's from last Friday, $33.74. I have $43.74 for TGIF Fridays. We went out to dinner with some friends, and it was not crowded at all, and we felt very comfortable and safe in there, so that was really cool. It was the first sit-down place we went in a long time. I got breakfast at Chick-fil-A because I was running around shopping and doing things, and yeah, that was that. And then that's gas for the car. So on this day was a baby shower that I threw for some friends of mine, and I was so tired by the end of the day that I couldn't even cook dinner. So my husband went and got Chinese food, and we had Chinese food. And then this week, after last Saturday, the only other charge we have is this $15 Taco Bell. I had them rounded up for whatever charity they were doing at the time. So there was that. Normally it's 14 something, but yeah, I didn't mind giving them the change for something else. But I think we're doing really good in the eating out department. The weekends we tend to eat out, but during the week we just don't have time running around right now. It's just crazy out there. So let's total this up. $33.74 plus $43.74 plus $6.23, $35, $65, and $15. So that was $134.36. I do not know if I'm over in my categories, but for the week, so we will have to wait and see. Miscellaneous, quite a bit. I know I'm over in miscellaneous. Always over in miscellaneous. Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous. So I have 1801, and that looks like cutting blades for my portrait silhouette. I am still learning how to use it to possibly start my own sticker shop, but I'm not sure yet. So hopefully that will come next year, maybe by February, March timeframe. So we'll have to wait and see. I just want to make sure it's perfect before I start doing it. iPad cases. So my son's got new iPads this year, both of them. Best Buy had a sale and I caught it, and I was able to buy two. Well, each iPad was $2.99 each, and that was the cheapest I can find for brand new, not refurbished iPads, so that was good. And so I got them cases, same kind of case. I let them pick the color, and then I need some sleep aids and then cutting mat. And the reason these are separate is because they charged it separately, even though I ordered it all at one time. It's just depending on where it's coming from and how it's coming from Amazon, so they split up the charges. So I try to write way they do the charges so that when I look back at the bank, it matches. If not, it would be totally different. And then I got some more stuff for the baby shower right here, $14.31. I think I got prizes for a game that we played, which was awesome. And, oops, I don't know why I draw the line because I still have more Amazon charges. There we go. So, as far as here, so I had a light bulb go out, and it was a specialty bulb for one of the lights that we have in our dining room chandelier. So I went to Home Depot, they didn't have them, but the Amazon site did, so I just ordered them because I don't need them right away. But it was nice. It's nice to have them and some backups. And then I got a doorstop for my son's room where he didn't have one, and the doorknob is hitting the wall and causing a dent. And these magnetic vents covers that angle the airflow in the direction you want it to go to a little bit better. So I ordered 4 of those. It was one purchase, but there were 4 in a purchase. So $18.34, and then 32. Whoops. 32. And those should be here soon. So now I can draw my line. Now we can see how much all this costs. So get the calculator here. 1801 plus 3602 plus 72 plus 1431 plus 1834 and 3232. Okay, so miscellaneous 149.71. Oops, 72. And okay, now I did have gas, but it wasn't gas. It was, oh, here it is. Take 5 oil change. So the oil change was $84.65. Okay, so what I did was, because I do have like $250 I budget a month for gas, and I never use it all, and it kind of gets absorbed by the other extra spending that I have. I wanted to go ahead and take it out of the gasoline because I rather it, oh, I did have 2 gas. I bought gas and I got an oil change. Let me write that down. 4153. And so I rather, I'm glad I went back and checked these off. Oh, I would have forgot. All right. I would have rather taken it out of gas than the buffer, because I know it's better used that way. It's for the car. And so that makes sense to me. 41.53. And then the oil change was 84.65. I got oil change and air filter. And if you're wondering why my oil change is so high, is I have a Nissan Armada with almost 100,000 miles. And an Armada is very big and it takes a lot of oil. It takes 7 quarts. And usually most oil changes are based off of 5 quarts, which most cars are 5 quarts, unless it's a big vehicle like what I have. So that's why the oil change was so high. So let's go to our weekly check-in and see how we did. So here's my weekly check-in. This is week 1, week 2. Now we're weekly checking in for week 3. These are the totals for the grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, and gasoline that I budget for this time period. And yeah, let's see how I did. Good news, I'm within the budget for the groceries. $176.34. So we can take that math and do 230.66 minus 176.34. That gives us $54.32. Okay. Now, for restaurants, we spent $134.36 and we had $291. So that looks really good. So 291.15 minus 134.36. All right, leaves us $156.79. All right, now miscellaneous. We spent $149.72. I only gave myself $71, so yeah, that's not good. 71.32 minus 149.27. So we're gonna go in the red here. 77.95. Okay, and then gasoline, I had $150.46, and we spent $126.18. Let's see, 150.46 minus 126.18. That leaves us $24.28. Okay, there we go. So I want to check the math because I'm concerned that's awful high and negative, but I could be wrong. And then the rest of this, so I might be missing transactions somewhere. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So I had to go back and fix miscellaneous. I was off by a few cents. Not sure where the math went wrong, but I did that. So anyways, I redid the math and actually had to go back and redo, add some transactions to miscellaneous that I have forgotten to put in, light bulbs and the doorstop. I had it in my expense tracker, but I forgot to write it in here. But that's okay. I found it and we are good to go. So let's total the spent up here. 176.34 plus the 134.36 plus 149.72 plus 126.18, and that should give me $586.60. Looking good so far. These numbers, as far as balances, match my transaction logs, so we're good there. Let's total these up. We have 54.32 plus 156.79 minus 78.40 plus 24.28. And let's see if we did the math right here. 156.99. Let's see, 743.59 minus the 586.6 here. And yes, we are good. Check and check. Awesome. So now we're going to set up week 4. And I think I have this as a 4-week month. No, it's probably a 5-week month. I am not sure. Let me flip the book over. No, I have it as a 4-week month. Or 4 pays. I probably need to go back and fix that. So yeah, we'll probably run it as a 5-week. And I may have to take out the buffer for that last week. I don't really know. Let's go ahead and set this up. All right, so what I have, I'm going to open this back up one more time. I'm going to take this information over here, and since it's out of the last paycheck of the month, whether it's 1 week or 2 weeks left, however you want to do the math, yeah. So I'm going to take these numbers that I have and go ahead and put it here. Let's see here. Right now, I am positive for $54.32 in grocery household. I am going to add from week 4 payday, the third payday of the month, $200. So that's going to give me $254.32 for the last 2 weeks of the month. Yeah, we're going to go over there, and that's okay. It's Christmas. I know I'm going to buy stuff I need to bake with or cook with or whatever. So there's that. Restaurants, we're going to budget $150. Plus, wow, we may just borrow from restaurants from here on out. Restaurants, we have $156.79 plus $150 that I have already budget for paycheck 3, which covers week 4 and week 5, and I may have to use that money for some groceries. So I don't think we're going out to eat that much for the rest of the month. Miscellaneous. I have $150 that I'm going to put into that, but I've already overspent by $78. So 150 minus the 78.40 gives me $71.60. Will I go over in this? I don't know. I might just take everything out of the buffer and leave that alone, or just use the $71, and then once I hit that threshold, I'll take out the buffer. So that will be fine. I will only have maybe $1,000 buffer by the time I get to this point in our budgeting, so that's okay. And the last is gasoline, so we have $24.28 plus the $62.50 I budget for this time of the month, and this will be $86.79. And that's what I have budget. That should be enough for gas for me and my husband for the rest of the month. And yeah, we're good to go. So I'm going to turn that off. And this is what week 4 we have for the budget. And then I don't know if we're going to carry, hopefully we don't spend it all, and I can carry some of it over into week 5 here at the top for for the last week of the month going into New Year's. I can't believe I'm saying it's New Year's. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. So yeah, that is the weekly check-in. So I'm going to zoom you out for just a second. All right, so that's the weekly check-in. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned how the weekly check-in works and how you can use your calendar and your weekly check-in budget sheets to combined to track your spending and know how much you spent for the week, and are you staying on track and in budget for your weekly transactions. That's what I've learned here. I've been able to keep it in the black every month or every week. I am going over miscellaneous, but it is being absorbed by the other categories, but I'm also transferring numbers over week to week. So I try not to go over my $1,000 goal for grocery household, my $650 goal for restaurants, and $550 goal for miscellaneous, and my $250 goal for gasoline. Those are the numbers I like to stick with. That's what we're used to spending. That's kind of how over the past year or two we've been spending, so that's how I do it. And this works for us. So I hope you have an amazing and blessed day, and I will see you for the next weekly check-in. Bye.